Hello everybody, welcome back to the Divinity walkthrough. We are at the end of time. Yeah, I needed to get some dialogue taken care of here with Zigzags. And so I've actually got two bloodstones that I actually haven't used yet. And I'm not sure if it was a great idea to use them right here and now, but anyways, I got the one from Pontius, and I actually did go and take that to who was it, Elfie, I think it is, with Bjorn and Mara first, and that triggers that side quest. If you don't have a bloodstone on you, you're not able to actually start that and get them to Silverglen. So again, we've already taken care of that, but I decided not to save Elfie, sorry. Because of the option, and I forget which one it was, but there was a trait option there that I wasn't happy with for saving him. So I didn't. So I still have the bloodstone in my inventory, but I'm going to end up using it right now. And then there's actually one more that I got from Meridino's lab. Obviously, I went there super early, level 8, and I went in there, grabbed the stone, and did some power leveling in there. And so now I am actually able to open up yet another room in the end of time. So we're going to do, I think it's one of the elemental rooms, and then it's the, I think it's considered the is it the armory? No. I can't remember. I can't remember the other, the one after the first elemental room, but we're going to find out here. So I thought that I just needed to leave and come back, and that maybe that would activate the trigger Zigzags to having a conversation with us, but that's not the case. You actually have to go into your inventory and use them. And I think they'll heal you. So again, I don't know. There's probably like strategic ways to use them, you know, like in battle or something like that. But I just didn't bother. Alright, so these dialogue options here are nothing new. We've already talked to him about all this stuff. But I didn't remember that I needed to actually use the bloodstones up in order to, you know, unlock their power, and in order to kind of trigger Zigzags to opening up essentially another room. Or I shouldn't say he, because I don't believe he actually does it, but the bloodstone itself does when you use its power. So anyways, we've got a bunch of dialogue to get through, so I will join you after that is all done.
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister. Another piece of trash! Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
Both are. How jolly! There's something quite astounding you must see. It's the Weaver. Thanks to the Starstone you've collected, she's mended a portion of the tapestry. Look, a new story has been rewoven into time. A new portion of history appears to us for the first time in Not even I know how long. Let us look together. Let us see what the Weaver has woven.
Long ago, two great generals led mankind in a terrible war. The dreaded Void Dragon threatened all of existence, and man and gods alike joined swords to stop it. The two generals were celebrated as the rulers of all, and even the gods paid them tribute.
I greet you, honorable master of the house. I am the Shepherd of Elements, and I control how they may flock towards your most imperial presence. So, if it pleases you, command me, and the elemental aspect of your choice shall once more settle among these holy halls.
The choice, friend, the choice. You'll have to speak to the statue before we...
And that is your final choice?
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Find through the portal.
Thy will be done.
You'll have to speak to the statue before we know what you'll find through the portal.
Rocks and forest. This is a plane worthy of an earth elemental, all right. A kernel of serenity amid endless chaos.
The Guardians mustn't listen to him. His every word is poison, such as no serpent has ever known. He sides with that which has no name. I know he does. He is betrayal incarnate. He tricked them once, and will try to do so again. I fear their will is weak. Too weak still.
Ho-hum!
The spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night, and he told me to welcome you. Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You're the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure. I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature, and I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up. With utmost pleasure, my friend. The Earth's knowledge is meant to be shared.
Okay, so if you notice there, I used the 2 bloodstones in my inventory, or from my inventory, and that's going to unlock these 2 rooms. The first one here, I actually unlocked the earth room, and the reason being I wanted to check out the witchcraft scrolls, and to be honest, I didn't need to. All of these skill books I've either already got or have had access to because I've found them on random merchants, but just know that he does have the higher level, he's got, I believe, all of the novice as well as the master level witchcraft and earth or geomancer skills. So again, if you're looking for that, if you're going up those trees, go ahead, check these out. Some of the earth skills are, I would say, more useful than others. The one that I believe there's one that it's basically a group bless. That one's pretty good, especially if you've got like melee characters or physical based damage dealing characters in your group, because that'll reduce their miss rates. So again, you know, check that out. The slug, I don't remember if that's good or not. I think when it moves around, it like makes a poison trail. So I don't know. It's an interesting summon. I don't know that I've really played around with it that much. And then there's the earth elemental in there somewhere. I forget if that's novice or if it's master. I don't think it's a master though. I think it's probably just a novice. Invulnerability is amazing. I am going to be getting that for every single one of my characters because they're all, well, maybe not. I guess I'm not sure how far I'll go up into the witch tree. We'll see how many points I have, but that spell is pretty amazing. So here, if you notice, it looks like the Xbox is frozen up. And I ran into this issue, and I actually had to go online to check out what the deal was and how to fix it. And apparently I just had to tweak some settings, like it's something like when you power up the game, the RAM usage is really high if you have it on a certain option. And then there was, I believe, 2 more. I had to renew my MAC address. And then there was a final one. Gosh, I'm trying to remember what that one was. I don't remember what the final option was. But again, I had to do a couple of things. You know, if you're having the same kind of issues, I'd check online.
We meet again, and well met you are. Did you know I've constructed a little theory about you both? Yes, I have indeed. The theory is this: you are not you. Or rather, you are you, but you is not all there is to you. And that goes for both of you. But I see you're staring at me like a cow stuck in an astronomy lesson, so let me start again. I think that you carry 2 souls inside of you. One that belongs to the mortal human beings that you are now, and one that belongs to certain someones with whom we've both become acquainted. You remember that segment of the tapestry your efforts helped to mend, don't you? The 2 great generals? How they led the battle against the Void's first attack on Rivellon? It would explain a lot, wouldn't it? Your connection to the Void, your presence here at the end of time. True, the mystery of Starstone remains, but at this rate, we'll have it sorted out in 2 shakes of Ahu's tail. As luck would have it, a new portal awaits. Perhaps answers do as well, so onward.
A second soul? Do you think it could be true? Why not? You don't have to convince me there's something infinitely great innate to my being. Ha! Yes, just look at the events we've set in motion. Our souls are meant to soar, and they'll soar yet.
Aren't you going to leap through? Who knows what wonder awaits you?
What have we here? A study? Wonderful. About time you got an education.
Guardians, dear guardians, when I see your faces, it is like the barriers of time tumble in upon themselves. But oh, how my heart aches when I think of the duty you adopted. It was more than even the gods had the right to ask of you. You did not want it, but you took it upon yourselves nonetheless, though many wailed and many wept. In a ruptured world, wherein all resolve had crumbled, you renounced life and liberty to stand guard and protect every last morsel of creation. When I despair, I think of your sacrifice. In my darkest hours, I cherish the resolve that was you.
I suppose it's a good thing to be cherished. Even though, apparently, we had to give up life and liberty for that to happen.
Hail, holy light, offspring of heaven, firstborn! About me. The Guardian's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden box, whose depths brought death into this world, and all our woe with loss of source, I remember. I come no spy with purpose to explore or to disturb the secrets of your realm, but secrets of my own I bring. The secrets of another world, perhaps not lawful to reveal. Which way I fly is here. Myself am here, but in the lowest deep, a lower deep still threatening to devour this homestead opens wide. Whence thou returnest, and whither wentest, I know. Direction hardly signifies. To ask or search, I blame thee not. For Rivellon is as the book of the gods before thee set, wherein to read his wondrous works and learn his seasons, hours or days or months or years.
Okay, so this was the Hall of Secrets. And then there's two books here, and I don't remember, if I remember correctly, one of them gives you a talent point and the other one gives you an attribute point. I think that's the two. The body mastery, that makes sense that would be the attribute. But again, now I don't remember. Let's take a look here and see if I can find the other one. I don't remember the title of the book. Oh, it's right down there. I see it. There we go. Body mastery and mortal techniques. Boy. Mortal techniques. That's a toss-up, whether or not that's actually a talent or a like a skill point. Actually, let me give that a look-see here. Obviously, they're extremely expensive. Okay, let me just check here. 2 ability points, 2 talents. So let's use that mortal techniques. And I have more ability points. So that was an ability points. And it gives you, it looks like 3. So keep that in mind. That's unfortunate. I really thought it was a talent, but that's not the case. That's okay though. 3 ability points is still certainly useful. Here I'm just kind of cruising around. I don't know, this stuff, now that I've got just a ridiculous amount of money, I really feel like this is a waste of time now. I've been doing a ton of crafting so I had to try to catch up to all of my footage. So like I took a ton of footage and I was getting really far behind on my videos. And so I just took a bunch of time to, I literally didn't do anything but craft for like, what it's probably been 3 days now. So I have a ton of money. My gear is pretty crazy for this point in the game. Like, really crazy actually. It's really crazy. But yeah, so it feels like picking up a lot of this stuff now is just such a waste of time. Like the empty bottles and lab junk. And especially because you just don't get very much money from them anyway. But I'm going to leave most of it here and then read these ancient letters. So these give you a little bit of backstory again on the characters. And then, so earlier there we had Zigzags coming up with the theory, or mentioning the theory that he has, that we have the souls of these generals, which certainly makes sense from all the different ancient diaries and stuff that we've read here at the end of time. It sounds like, you know, they were two generals that were chosen. I think they were chosen by the gods, if I remember correctly. I'm getting a little hazy on the actual story now, but obviously led the charge against, I assume, the Void. Yeah, so it sounds like we have inherited essentially their souls, or we're sharing. We're somehow sharing the souls and the bodies, or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but that does seem like it's not too far off of a theory there. So, and then Astarte, which I actually noticed the other day that the potion vendor in Sicile mentions something about, like, she says, like, thank Astarte or praise Astarte or something like that. So she is known, not just by us. But all right, so I'm gonna go talk with Zigzags and the Teller of Time here to end the video. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell. So you have. It was to be expected. Once you were sovereigns after all, and all the earth lay at your feet. Tremble, you would shout, and this creature would bring his fists down upon the ground, shaking it so vigorously that the walls of the enemy would crumble. Her story is the story of 1,000 tales. She has traveled the celestial sphere that is Rivellon more extensively than even the historian has. Once upon a time, her favorite words, she was of incalculable importance during the wars against the Void Guards that threatened the creation of the gods. Wherever they hid, she found them. What plans they thought most secretive, she knew them. Teller of Secrets is her title, for in her world there are none.